mother's been with me for the last hour.
Really?
Really?
Just a sec, guys. Hello, good evening. Oh, welcome to the show, ladies and gents. This is Phil G on This Is Reading 24/7 for you. We got the lovely Saleem Syed, of course, from the British Mobility Project. And the man that brings the spirits out in any party, Marcus Starr. Oh yeah. We are all here with the sponsors, of course, of the British Mobility Project and the British Most Haunted Project.com. I'm sure we've got lots of stuff to get through once again this evening. And it's all good fun. So it's lovely to see you. Okay, let's move straight on to Marcus and Saleem. Hello, first off to Saleem. Hello, how are you doing today?
Brilliant, thank you, Phil. How are you?
Yeah, very well, mate. Rushed off my feet. I'm working very hard at the moment, like you are too. Do you know what I mean? It's been another mad one, hasn't it? It's been another mad one.
It is. Apologies for making you work so hard.
My goodness, I might just be able to get, 20 winks or something later tonight, hopefully. Be the first time I've slept all week, but it's fine, Anyway, no, it's great to speak to you tonight, Saleem. We have been up to quite a bit. We've got made ourselves famous in Northampton. With a little sort of treat that not a treat, but something you awarded to a lovely lady who we're going to be speaking to later on, Linda and Duncan, of course. Can you tell us more about that, please, Saleem?
Yes, Phil. So 2 weeks ago, I was working in Northampton, and I met a lovely gentleman that told me about his wife who was in desperate need of assistance via a mobility scooter. I said I could provide a wheelchair with immediate effect. However, after careful consideration, I decided to, within 24 hours, Phil, purchase a mobility scooter for this wonderful lady. And the reaction was something I have never seen in all the years I've done this. It was incredible. And you and Marcus obviously witnessed the...
we were there.
How the reaction, it was just incredible.
And it was emotional because Marcus as well. Hello to you, Marcus. Good evening to you, my man.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, very well,
Good,
thank you.
Hi, everyone out there.
It's lovely to be with you again tonight, Marcus, as well.
Lovely to be with you guys.
But you quite enjoyed the read as well that you gave to Linda and Duncan last week, didn't you?
It was lovely, Phil, and they really did enjoy it, and it was so lovely to just work along the spirit world, work along with the spirit world, and really sort of get involved. Yes, and of course, they really did need that sort of new lease of life, which we were able to give them, and this is what all this is about. It's all about helping, guiding. Really pushing the barriers to, out to people in need, which is a lovely thing to do. It's giving back, yes.
And that's what it's all about, my man. That is what it's all about. And it's great to be with you, as I say, this evening. Lovely to be with you, and lovely to be with everybody who's come in tonight. Got to say big hello to Tommy Roberts, who says, evening all. Hello, Tommy Roberts. How are you doing? Also, Col Flight. I assume it's Colin, but I could be wrong. He says, good evening. My name... Oh, hello. Sorry, Col Flight. They've come under. But he says, good evening. My name is Sophie. I supported through the group in Reading today and met Spider-Man. Who's Spider-Man? I've got to ask some serious questions here. Have you recruited somebody else you're not telling me about, Saleem? Is that what it is?
We do have a Spider-Man came down from Nottingham, but it was definitely me in Reading today.
Lovely stuff. Well, that's Sophie.
I did pop in.
Do you want to say hello to Sophie quick?
I do. Hi, Sophie. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Lovely conversation, and obviously it was a great conversation regarding Marcus. And please give us a quick call tonight so Marcus can have a quick chat with you and see what he can do.
I'm sure he'd give you a nice, lovely reading there, Sophie. Indeed. And as I say, it's great to be with you tonight. Don't forget you can, of course, call the studio 07946 624 307. Always looking forward to your call. And it's great to speak to you. Don't forget to share the page to other people on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Yahoo, wherever, because we'd love as many of you lovely people watching our show as possible tonight. And it's going to be another great show. What better reason than that? So Sophie has come back asking what number she should call. I'll read out the number for you again, although it is on the screen in my little ticker there. It's 07946 624 307 is the number to call this evening. Okay, so I was hoping to have the fully edited version of this video that's sort of taken over my life over the past month, that I expected to have ready and finished, about 3 Mondays ago. And I was still working on it, boys, and I do apologise because it has taken, it's become a labour of love. And it's been quite, it's been a tough old road this last few days as well. But, once it's out there, and I have shown it to a few people, actually, little snippets and that, and like the not the final edit, but the last draft that I've done, and they're all like, yeah, this is good for TV. Do you know what I mean? This would be good as a TV show, which is a massive compliment, obviously. And you guys were both starring in it, so you did very well. That's all I can say. Thank
you, Phil. Thank you. It's great. It's great to work with you both. We are a very, very good team. And thanks for putting up with me, Phil. I know we've spent a lot of time, obviously,
we do
on this video. It's just incredible.
It is. But once it's done, and once I think the results will just speak for themselves. And I think a lot of people will enjoy it as well. Okay, I'm just gonna type out for Sophie, although the number is on my screen. I'm sure it 078. What's my number? Oh my God, even I can't remember. 07946 624 307. So, Sophie, that is the number to get in touch with us on the studio there. And I've just commented for you. So if you do want to call, do it very, very soon. Because I expect the lines to be open, and we're going to be really busy tonight with lots of people about 07946 624 307. So, Marcus, how's your week been, my man? How's your week been?
Oh, it's been lovely. Thank you. Very, very busy. Obviously, working alongside you guys. It's been wonderful. And it's really exciting.
I do apologise. It's one of those nights. We're getting a call in as you speak, Marcus. She must have known. Just give me a second. Here we go. Hello, good evening. Come on, it's not answering. Hi, good evening. This is Phil on This is Reading 24/7, the Psychic Night, of course. Can I ask who's speaking, please? Hello? Hello, Phil speaking?
Hiya, Phil. It's Rebecca. You all right?
Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Yes, very well, thank you. It's lovely to have you back on with us tonight. What I'm going to do is I'll merge you straight through to Marcus, okay?
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Stay exactly where you are. Okay, good evening to you, Marcus. We've got a second-time caller coming in. She's back for another little reading. This is the lovely Rebecca. You spoke to her last week, and she's absolutely fab. Rebecca, are you there?
Yes, I am.
I do apologise because the phone lines are going mad, so if you can hear beeping, that's why. Okay, but there we go. I'll let you guys move on. There you go, Marcus. There you are.
Oh, Thank you, Phil. Wonderful. Rebecca, thank you for coming back to us. God bless you, my lovely. I didn't mention last week, but I'll mention this week. Some things that Spirit give you, I'm just the vessel, some things that Spirit give you will, you'll recognise this. Some things you won't recognise. But what I'll do, I'll give you what they're giving me, and you can take it with you, my lovely. God bless you. Okay, so you're all settled in already. Right, okay. I'm getting a feeling, okay, I've got a lady with me. She's been with me for a little while, actually. God bless her. A lovely lady she is. I'm connecting with either your nan or your mum. Mum passed over? Mum's still with us?
Mum's still with us.
Mum's still with us. So it'd be your mum's mum that's connecting with me. Okay. She's very with me. And I want to say towards the end of her life, God bless her, lovely lady she is, towards the end of her life, I want to say that she would have needed a lot of help, a lot of assistance, bathing, bathing, showering, things like this. Who in the family, who looked after your nan?
Because she passed away when I was 1, so I don't really know a lot.
We're going real back in time then. Okay, I understand. There's other spirits with me that's sort of around me. So she's come through, okay. And what she's saying to me with yourself is she's saying to me that you're really going to be really focused on your working side of things going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so you talk about your work. Now, are you wanting to get back into work? Because I just feel as if you've had a little bit of time out or there's a little bit of change with your work, my lovely. What's going on there, sweetheart?
Yes, so I'm hoping to start into work and then get back into a bit more of a working routine, get more work going on towards the end of the year.
Right, okay, let's listen to her. God bless her. What, this is lovely. You've got a lovely energy, haven't you? Right, okay, let's have a look at this. Right. Okay. Would you know a Lisa or a Leslie, love?
No, a Les.
A Les, that's right. Les, that's right. What connection do you have with this person, please?
So that would be a somewhat father-in-law kind of thing.
Right. Okay. Right. I don't see no catastrophes. I don't see no major problems, but I do feel we've got to keep our eyes on him.
Okay.
Not because of any serious bad reasons. I just feel as if he needs to look after himself a little bit more, my lovely.
Okay.
It's very important that, she's... Now, I feel what she's saying to him, the reason why she's mentioned this name is because he sort of keeps himself to himself as well, I feel.
Okay.
And I just feel there needs to be a little bit of support there. All right? Okay. So I'm going to give you this. Take that with you. All right, my darling. And God bless you. All right, sweetheart.
Lovely. Yes, thank you very much.
We'll speak to you very soon. God bless you. You're very, very welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you so much, Rebecca.
God bless you.
Was that okay for you?
Thank you.
That's good. That's no problem at all. Lovely speaking to you again. Thanks for phoning in again. Have a lovely, lovely night, and we'll speak to you soon, okay? I do apologise. The phone lines are just going mental at the moment. All right.
No worries.
Yeah,
all right.
There we go. Cheers, Rebecca. Take care of yourself. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye. So that was the lovely Rebecca there calling us in. We've actually got another call as well for you, Marcus. I think we're going to be keeping you busy tonight.
Thank you.
Hello, Phil speaking.
Hi, it's Sophie.
Hello, is that Sophie, is it? Hello, Sophie. How are you? You right?
Yes, you?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you indeed. What I will do is I'll pass you to our resident psychic, Marcus Starr. Okay, I'm just going to merge you through. Thank you for calling. So, Marcus, we've got the lovely Sophie on the line. Are you there, Marcus?
I am, yes. Enjoy. What a lovely lady we just spoke to. So this is Sophie.
Yes, that was the lovely Rebecca. This is the lovely Sophie. Everybody's just lovely tonight. Okay. There we go. All right.
Hiya, Sophie.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for coming through. My lovely, God bless you, sweetheart. Right now, to begin with, over the last sort of 10, 15, 20 minutes, even longer than that, even before the show, I've had a lady with me from the spirit world. Okay, it's someone's mum. And I feel as I've got a link in with someone that's coming through. I weren't sure if it was Rebecca, but it's not. It could be yourself. Now, is Mum passed over? Is it your nan that's gone over, love?
Yes.
Is it your mum that's gone over, please?
No, it's not my mum.
It's your nan. Okay. The lady that's linking in with me over here, she's talking about being aided towards the end of her life, bathed, bathed, showered. Would you understand this at all as I link into this, Sophie?
No, I was about 6, 7.
Okay, it's okay, my lovely. God bless you. Right, let's hear what. Let's hear what. Let's hear. So it's your nan. I've got your nan coming through as well with me. Okay, let's hear what she's saying to me. Right. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, right. I'm being told, Sophie. All right. There's going to be a situation coming up very soon with a move, either a change in home or a move. Have you been looking at property, my darling? God bless you.
No, I did move in November though.
You moved in November. Okay. Now, would you understand that move needed to take place?
Yeah.
It needed to take place to completely change the energy from where you was.
Yeah.
All right. And I feel, as I link in here, I feel that you had to break away from something and separate from someone. Do you understand that, darling?
Yeah.
With that as well.
Yeah.
Now, I feel this was a relationship.
No.
Okay. What did you separate from, sweetheart? 'Cause I know there's someone that you separated from.
It was just a situation that I was in where I lived.
Okay, right.
A flat, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, a flat. That's what I'm saying, right? That's it. But there was a separation as well, wasn't there, with the partner?
No, I've been with a partner.
I'm going back. I'm going back further back. Going back further back.
Possibly.
Yeah, okay. We're going back further back. Yeah, that's right. Because the reason why they're mentioning this to me is because I feel you keep yourself to yourself these days, Sophie.
Yep.
You know, I really do. I feel you do your own thing. I feel when it comes to relationships and things like that, I just feel as if in some ways, I'm not saying you don't want a relationship, but you just do your own thing. I feel like you keep yourself to yourself, darling. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You know, so... You know, with the move, it's funny, I was showing the flat earlier, with the move and so on, I just feel that you had to do that. It had to be done in order for you to be in a situation. So, so you could be clear from that, from all that, And what I feel with yourself is that now you're in this situation where you're sort of free from it all, I do feel you're going to be very, very shortly expanding in lots of things in your life, meeting new people, greeting new people. Now, have you just recently got involved with new friends at all? So I can see new people around you.
Old friends, if that makes sense.
Old friends. So old friends coming back from the past, that's right. Now, one of which, and this is where it comes to the relationship again, one of which, is this someone that I feel you had a connection with in a sort of a romantic sense before? Do you understand that, lovely? Look out for my prediction. I feel someone's coming in from the past a little bit, and I've got to say you've got to be a little bit careful, Sophie.
Okay.
Because I feel, you're in this phase now where it's fresh. I feel it's a fresh start for you. And I want you to be really sort of, really fresh going forward, if that makes sense with your energy. Yeah. So I want you to be all sort of, right, let me just hear what it's saying. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Now, who's pregnant at the moment, or just had a baby? God bless you, darling.
Me.
Is that yourself? Is it
I
right?
am pregnant.
Right. Okay. That's what. Yeah. You see what spirit will do sometimes is they'll just lead me in the right direction. So this is what I'm being told. Right. Okay. Right.
The baby is due.
I know. Congratulations, Sue. They're telling me. I know. And you've got a love. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm excited for you, darling. I really, really am. Okay. Right. Okay. Who would Paul be? Paul or Philip?
Oh. I don't know.
Look out. Is it Pauline? Okay. But I'm being given that name, okay? And what I'm being told is this is someone that's going to be connected with you with regards to either a new friendship or a new connection. And I feel it's good for you because and it goes back to what we said earlier with new friends, or to say old friends coming into new situations. Because I feel you're going to be very, very much, very, very, almost, loved very much from these new friends. I feel you're a lovely person. You've got a great personality. And I feel very, very, it's almost like you're being very looked after, I feel, with these new people around you. But congratulations to the new child that's on its way.
Okay.
It's fantastic, isn't it? And I'm so pleased that I could give that to you. Now, please don't worry about things because I know you're a little tiny bit worried, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are. Okay. Now, would you understand when it comes to the situation overall? I feel with you, sir. I feel that you're not quite trusting whether you're going to be on your own there or not. Do you understand that, lovely?
Yes.
And now, forgive me. Sometimes I know Spirit's been toying around with this a little bit with yourself, but the reason why they are is because it's very sensitive. You see, and I feel what Spirit are doing is they're trying to restrict me a little bit in what I say, because obviously we're live on air, and it is personal to you. So what Spirit are doing is say, "Oh, Marcus, you can't say too much," but there's a little few things they are allowing me to say, and that's why some things you can understand and some things you can't. But God bless you. But I want to say this to you, Sophie. Would you understand when it comes to that person that should be there? You're very weary to whether they should be, to whether they will be there or not, aren't you, lovely?
Yeah.
That's right. Would you understand this is a partner relationship that's gone quite funny and quite disconnected? It's been quite disgruntled recently. Do you understand that, my darling?
Yeah.
God bless you. And you're very concerned about this, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Very concerned about this. Very, very much so. I do feel from your point of view, you feel very let down. Mm-hmm. I do feel there's going to be a connection with you two, and I do feel as if you're going to connect in the righteous way. But I still feel as if from your point of view, Sophie, lovely Sophie you are, I feel that you don't trust now going forward.
Yeah.
And I feel that, are you okay, darling?
Yeah.
God bless you. Sorry, when Spirit talked through me and flow through me, are you okay?
Yeah. My back's just hurt.
I know, love. I know. Well, you're going to be absolutely fine. So we can just relax. We can just be happy. There's positive energy coming your way. So obviously, when you come through to me because obviously this is just a little bit of a snippet of what I do.
Yeah.
When you come through to me for a full full reading with me, obviously, and thank you for supporting the project as well. Very good of you. But when you come through, with the full read, obviously I can give you more personal, more specific, and more sort of validation evidence, and not getting you in trouble, if that makes sense, because we're live on air, so I've got to be a little bit careful what I say. And we can go into this in more detail, you see. But I'll say this to you, Sophie, you won't solely be on your own, all right? Okay, we will go into that at some point, other than this night. But I'll say this to you, lovely, even if things do resolve themselves and you go forward with this person, I feel your trust has been knocked, and I don't feel you're going to forgive them very easy, are you, my lovely?
No.
Not at all. You're shocked and surprised at what I've said tonight, aren't you?
I am.
My lovely, come through to me. We can look at this. There's only so many things I can do on it. You're live. And it's personal to you, you see.
I'm really sorry, but I have to move this along a bit, guys. I do apologise, Sophie. I hope that reading was okay for you. I do apologise. The phone lines are just going crazy at the moment. And thank you so much for phoning in, though. And don't forget, we're here again next week as well from 8 p.m. on This Is Reading. All right, but thank you very much. And Marcus, what a star. Thank you. Have a lovely night.
God bless you, darling.
Have a lovely night, and well done on the soon to be born. Okay. Lovely. Thank you. Take care of yourself, Sophie. Bye bye. Hello, Phil speaking. Apologies. Who's on the line, please?
It's Kate.
Hello, Kate. How you doing? You all right?
All right, thank you.
Great stuff. What I'm going to do is just patch you through to Marcus Starr right now, and I'll put you through. And
Thank you.
Marcus, we've got a lovely lady called Kate on the line at the moment. She's a first-time caller, and I will let you guys have a chat. Give the reading. Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Hello, Kate. How are you?
Hiya.
Okay? God bless you. Thank you for, how did you find out about us? Because I know we've been in Reading on the big signs today, in the town centres. How did you find out about us, lovely?
I actually saw you guys on Facebook, and my brother told me about your show. So he kind of got me into looking at it on Facebook.
Oh, God bless you, my darling. God bless you. All right. Okay. Well, congratulations. You're the lucky one. You've come through. We'll give you a little bit of a snippet here of what you're very, very welcome. I do this to help people support the project, and and obviously, then if people do want sort of full readings, sittings, obviously they can come through, support the project even more. So, the first thing I want to say is everything's been very hectic recently. Do you understand that, lovely?
Yeah.
Oh, everything's been hectic. With here, there, everywhere. Oh, everything's been hectic.
Yeah.
Now, what I feel with yourself is that you're very much in a situation at the moment where you don't really know which way to turn. Do you understand that, lovely?
Mhm.
With everything, why do I say that? I feel in lots of it's only a snippet, so I feel in lots of ways it's very difficult to know which way to turn, and I feel there's a lot of frustration. I feel with regards to work. What kind of work do you do, my darling?
I'm self-employed. I run a business from home, a design agency.
Yes. Would you understand it's a little bit sort of hectic and a little bit crazy at the moment?
Yes, it's been a crazy year. Yeah.
I know, love. I know. God bless you. What I want to say to you, right, let me just have a listen here, because I know they're talking about this. It's exciting, all this, isn't it? You're lovely energy. And please, Marseille, please, what's the lover of doggies or animals? What's the lovers of, there's a lover of animals here. Look out for someone. Look out for, in fact, it's someone in the family. They're going to have a new animal, new cat or new dog. So look out for this. I'll give you that as well. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, as well as that, I love animals, don't you? I really do. But alongside that, I do feel, as I say, we're coming back to your work, that the spirits are very, very focused on your work and your self-employed business. There has to be a few little changes here and there. Okay. And I feel recent time, my lovely lady you are, you've been thinking about changing things, but you're not sure what to change and how to change it all. And I would like to talk to you, if you would, if you was, to come through to me in a private way, to look into this in more depth, more detail. There is predictions that I need to give you, and I need to work with you to enhance your business, help you as much as I can, and obviously allow the spirit world, to work with you. So I'll leave that with you. But it's interesting. You've been thinking about doing things with this, haven't you? Really thinking about this. It's not easy because. It's almost like you don't know which way to turn. It's not easy, is it, at the moment, with everything that's going on? And I feel with people around you, I feel that sort of, I don't know whether they're customers or people around you generally that sort of work alongside you, I feel they're not always easy to get on with. Do you understand that, my darling?
Yeah.
God bless. I'll leave that with you, all right?
Okay.
Come through to me and we can work with you to enhance that, and also work with you to give you predictions on how we can go forward with that. All right, my darling? God bless you, sweetheart.
Hello there. Oh, sorry about that. Hello there. How was the reading for you? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was interesting, yeah.
Was it quite accurate for you?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't think of the animals connection thing yet, but it might come later. But the business thing was quite spot on.
He's very good, isn't he? He's very good. But it's lovely to speak to you tonight. Thank you so much for calling into the show. Just to let you know, ladies, thank you so much, and goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
That's okay. So good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome, of course, to This Is Reading 24/7 with me, Phil G. Saleem Syed, who's the director of the British Mobility Project and the creative director of the British Most Haunted Project 2. We have, of course, got the fantastic Marcus Starr on the line, ready to take your call. And the lines have been going absolutely crazy tonight. If you call me back, please feel free to call me back, 07946 624 307, and we'll patch you through to Marcus tonight. And we're just having a fun evening, a fun show this evening. Okay, in about 4 minutes ago, I should have been phoning Duncan and Linda, Saleem, if you're there. But what we'll do is we're going to move the show on a little bit, because I have been getting calls left, right, and centre tonight. But we will come back to Duncan and Linda in just a short while. What I'm going to do is just phone a couple of these numbers back, if that's okay with you. One lady has been phoning repeatedly for about the past half hour, so I'm going to go back to her now. Here we go. Hopefully she's going to answer.
Hello.
Hi, this is Phil from This Is Reading 24/7, and I could patch you through to Marcus if you would like a free psychic read.
That would be fabulous. I was just giving up and going to bed.
I know.
I tried about 20 times.
I do apologise. It gets so busy. I do apologise.
Don't worry, and I also emailed you. I tried over and over about 20 times. I also sent an email to you, and it said your box couldn't take it or something.
Oh, right. Okay.
But anyway, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Okay, no problems. I'll patch you through right now. We'll get you onto the lovely Marcus. Can I just take your name, please, if that's all right? Karen. Okay, Karen, I will do. I'll put you through. Okay, so Marcus, we have got the lovely Karen on the line just now, and she'd like a psychic read, please.
Hello there, Karen.
Hi.
Hello, Karen. Thank you for coming through to me. God bless you. Thank you for supporting the
My
project.
pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Well, this is what it's all about. It's all about supporting the project. Lovely lady just come through. And, of course, at the end of this is just a snippet, but at the end of this, obviously, I'll give you information from the world of spirit. Take it with you, enjoy it, take the experience with you. And obviously, if you want to come back to us further on, it supports the project.
Yeah.
So, this is what we're doing it for. So, let's hear what they give us. Okay. So, what's your name again, sweetie?
Karen.
Karen, that's right, Karen. Right, let's have a word with them. Right, okay, got lovely energy again. Okay, right. Okay, right.
You picked that up quite clear. I've definitely got lovely energy.
well, it's interesting because after I said that to you, darling, you probably heard it. If you go over it again, you'll hear it. When I said that, the first thing I done was took a deep breath. I took a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and then I took my breath. Now I know why I've done that, and I feel this is where I'm going with this. I'm taking my last breath in life with regards to someone's mother that's passed away, someone's grandma. Mom passed away, my darling.
Oh, a lifetime ago.
Okay, right, okay. Would you understand? Because this is what I'm doing. I'm taking my last breath, and it's mother's last breath that I'm taking. I'm sort of reconnecting with her. Now, I feel that the lady that I've got with me here is, really wanting to come through this evening. I feel that very strongly. But she's talking about being aided towards the end, bathed, bathed, showered. Would you understand? And she's not going to let me go. I know she's not until she gets through to whoever's meant to come through. She's talking about this. So, was it yourself that looked after you?
No.
It wasn't you. Okay, that's linking in with someone else. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let me just hear with because I've got lots of spirits around me. You see, God bless you, darling. Okay, right. Let's try and hear what. Right. I've also got a gentleman in the spirit world as well. Okay, I feel I've got a father with me. Father passed over, or father still with us?
Passed over.
I've got your dad with me. Okay, all right. I've got dad with me. I also I'm connecting with a Jonathan or a John here. Jonathan or John here. Would you know who this is?
No.
Okay, or passed over. Would you know who that is? Okay.
No.
I'll give you that anyway because I feel this gentleman's with me and I feel as if he's given me this. He's very, very much around you. Now he's talking to me about yourself and your life, and he's talking. That's only a snippet, obviously this is, but he's talking to me about the fact that you've. It's almost like that. There's certain things that I feel you've got to do going forward over the next 6 months. All right. And one of the things that I'm going to forecast, and you won't know this because it's coming up for you. One of the things I'm going to forecast for you, my lovely God bless you, and we can go into it in more detail if and when you come back to us.
Yeah.
But I know you're going to be looking after, okay, an elderly relative or someone older. Okay, and as you're looking after, what medical field do you have, or do you look after someone, Marseille? Who looks after someone? I don't feel you know this. I feel this is coming up for you, actually.
No.
No, okay, this is coming up for you. God bless you, darling. Lovely energy you've got. This is. I'm going to forecast you're going to be looking after someone. Okay, all right, or they're going to need they're going to need attention in the sense, and again, I don't see no catastrophes, I don't see no major problems. Obviously, it's all about positive energy, but I do see you looking after someone or tending to their needs. And with that, I'll say, God bless you, my darling. We can go into it in more detail if and when you come back to us, but I'll leave that with you. I'd like to go into that in more detail, but we're live on air, and I want it to be personal to you. But I do know that that's coming up for you, and God bless you.
An older person.
It's they're not giving me too much information at the moment, but I know it's someone that you're sort of wanting or needing to look after. I feel as if have you got a son or a daughter, darling?
Yes.
Okay, I feel it may be a son. You've got a son, haven't you? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that it may be a son. He's a lovely chap. He's going to be absolutely fine. I don't feel there's no major problems, but I just feel as if there's a few things that are coming up. It's life things. It's not really health as such, but it does affect the psychological side of things of someone's mind as they talk and flow through me spiritually. And
Yeah.
I feel whoever's with me, connecting with me from the spirit world, he's and I've got to say this person's with me in the spirit world. I feel it's your dad or grandfather. As he's talking through me, he's talking in a very specific, with strength mannerisms, and very much wanting to get his point across. However, I do feel as if he's saying to me that, he's going to need a little bit of help here. Now, you're a fantastic mom, he's saying to me, and I'd like to go into that a little bit more of what the problems
I
are.
will definitely
with
call you
your
about
son. That. It's very important that we connect because we can avoid certain problems. Okay, darling?
Yeah.
God bless you, sweetie.
Do I call you on this mobile?
Yes, you can. Yes, the numbers that you see. That's right. God bless you, darling.
Thank you. I will.
And I'm going to look after you, my darling. All right?
Yeah. Cheers.
Sorry, I couldn't give you no more, but I want it to be personal. There's a lot of personal stuff, and I want there to be some privacy with you. Do you understand that, darling?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
God bless you, sweet.
Cheers. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Karen, could I quickly ask how you heard about us, please? Oh, I think she's gone. Okay, good evening to you, ladies and gents. I'm Phil G here on This Is Running 24/7 with the lovely Marcus Starr, of course, psychic medium, and Saleem Syed, director of the Mobility Project.com and creative director of the British Most Haunted Project.com as well. Okay, so you can book tickets to our event that's coming up on the 24th of May, which is going to be spectacular, guys, I tell you. And that's Coombe Abbey in Coventry, 7 to 9 p.m, with the lovely Marcus, Saleem, and myself as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I tell you what, just now, we've got a little bit of footage from the film that we've recently created. That you can watch right here, right now. Here we go. So this is the film, part of the film, and watch it. This is from Coombe Abbey. Here we go.
Hi, is there anybody here with us today? Is there anybody here with us? If there's anybody here with us today, could you show yourself or give us a sign that you're here?
Oh, we're here. There's lots of us here. There's lots of us here.
Could you give us your name? Could you tell us your name?
My name's Peter. I lived here for many years. I was here for many years. I was a resident here. Oh yes, many years.
What did you do here, Peter?
It's a wretched place. It's full of evil here. You want to keep away from this place, sonny. It's not a good place.
Are you here with anyone else, Peter?
I'm on my own. I worked on my own. I lived on my own. I was on my own here. But there's many places had this. There's many people had this places over the years, but I'm on my own at the moment. But the place is what it's become. It's no good.
Who's the woman, Peter, who I saw at the window? I saw a woman earlier.
That's my wife.
I'm sorry, Peter. Your wife? I'm so sorry.
She was beheaded here
How was she beheaded, Peter? Who did that to her?
He's gone now. He's just gone at me. He's just come at me. Walked up there, just walked really fast up there. So you can see how this works. You've just got a little bit of a glimpse
How that come in?
of how that come in, and hopefully we can match that up with some information.
And I could hear the voice of like.
Are you two guys okay with it?
Yeah,
I don't want to freak you out. Do you know what I mean?
No.
You know,
But I could hear the man. It genuinely sounded like.
and the accent and there's a special word for it. The accent, dialect. That's right.
It was a dialect.
That's right.
100%.
Yeah.
And it sounded.
That
like
wasn't me, definitely.
No.
But as we go on, you never know. There might be more spirits. But he's someone that he's here. Yeah.
So his wife was beheaded here.
That's what he said, didn't he? Yeah. That's what he said. So that's interesting. That's interesting.
You could hear the dialect
now
change.
Obviously he disappeared, but on the night, and I've okay, he's just shouted at me. I was the caretaker. So interesting. Okay, he just shouted. You see, again, I wasn't meant to say that. You see, these things happen when you least expect it. You see, but he said, I was the caretaker, and then he's just disappeared again. But you see, should we have a little walk down here and just see if there's any more energy?
I was just going to say, did it make you feel sort of, when they've done that and they've sort of took over you?
Well, it sort of brings the reality to what what's to expect from conducting the experiment. There's going to be lots of spirits, not just coming through me. Yes, I'm the psychic medium, and I'm experienced, of bringing them through. But at the same time, it may be the case that someone that is actually here on the night having an experience with a spirit, and they do just similar to me. So, it could be any of us, but either.
Hey, ladies and gents, and we're back in the room, as Marcus Starr would say. Marcus, are you there with us? You all right, my man?
We are, yes, we are.
Do you know, we've just played the video of yourself as Pete the Gardener from Kumabi. When you were possessed, I always ask you this because I'm always fascinated to find out what it is that goes through your head as these people enter your body, if you like.
Of course, and it's going to be an interesting evening, and it's fantastic that we've, on one of the packages that we've actually sold out, so that's good. It's when a spirit comes through me and the energy sort of connects with me, often is the case that I am used of, previous to not all of the readings that I've given tonight, but a couple of them, the voice box just simply works through me. So it is often the case where, the spirits just flow through me. Yeah. And it's interesting at Kumabi because even before we go into the establishment and do conduct the experiments, using some of the, equipment that we're going to be using to get sort of verbal sort of information from the spirits, the ones that were there before tragedy happened, and film footage that we're going to get. Even before all this is happening, they're connecting with us. So on that particular day, it was an interesting day, wasn't it, Phil? And of course, you guys saw spirits as well, didn't you, on the outside?
We did.
It was incredible. Incredible. And Phil, if you remember our conversation 2 days ago, in fact, I think it was last night. I mean, as you know, we work round the clock.
It could have been last night. It could very well have been last night.
But do you remember what I found after studying the photographs that I took on my mobile phone? Could you share with everybody the photo that I sent to you and what you saw?
Yeah,
or if you could tell people about it.
Okay, so the photo that we saw that Saleem had pointed out to us actually was a fantastic picture. And to be honest with you, I think you've got eyes like an eagle, Saleem, is any way to say it.
I have. Marcus doesn't know about this, by the way, yet. This is an exclusive for Marcus live on air.
Exclusive. We all love an exclusive down here.
I know nothing, guys. I'm just a psychic.
And they call him psychic. And they say he's a psychic as well. But, it's incredible, actually. What it looks like to me is that there's a man silhouetted in the window with, like, a bowler hat on and very of the era of style of dress. And that's what it looks like to me. And like, we have got the picture. But I just need to find it and stick it into the system very quick. But we have got the picture, and I will show you that when in a few moments' time. What we're going to do in a minute there is also speak to Duncan from Northampton. Of course, we said we'd have him back on the show this week, and it was supposed to be about 8:30. I hope you don't mind if we break this off. And no
problem.
I quickly speak to Duncan because I did say I would. And please, everybody else, keep your give us a telephone call about another 5 minutes or so, and we should be on to the next part of the show. Okay. So I'm just waiting to get through to Duncan here. Are you guys still there? Yeah? Hello, Duncan. How are you? Yeah, very well, thank you. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to merge you through with the other guys, okay? Lovely. Here we go, Duncan. Okay. So, are we all here, guys? Good stuff.
Good evening, Duncan.
Good evening.
It's lovely to be back with you.
Thank you for coming back on the show.
That's all right.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry it's a bit later than we planned, but the phone lines have been off the hook tonight, Duncan. Honestly, it's been absolutely crackerjack, hasn't it, boys?
It has, indeed.
Duncan, how's your week been? Tell us all about it.
Well, started off pretty normal, and then I find out that we're in the local newspaper.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You are in the local newspaper. Well done.
Phil, this was what Duncan and I were planning for you last night, a little surprise for you on air.
Oh, wow, this is cool. It's like my birthday. I didn't realise I got a surprise. That's cool, man.
Thank you, Phil. Thanks for your hard work. I did call Duncan and told him the hard work that you've done, and thanks to you, Duncan and Linda are in their local newspaper. So thank you so much, Phil, again, for the hours and hours you've spent doing all of my media work. You're obviously head of media for the British Mobility Project.
Indeed, and I just love it. It's a great challenge. It's a great challenge. It's great fun. And it's always brilliant to be working with people like Duncan and like Linda, who we can see we're actually changing people's lives. How's Linda getting on? Can we ask? How's Linda getting on, Duncan?
Very well, thank you.
Hello, Linda. How are you? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Did you like seeing your picture in the paper the other day?
It was a shock.
Yeah, this is how we roll, you see, at the Mobility Project. Do you know what I mean? Pardon the pun. But yeah, I mean, it's great to have you back on the show. How are you getting on with your new scooter? Are you getting on okay with it?
Yeah, I went out with Duncan last week.
Lovely.
And then I went out on my own on Tuesday. Yes.
Oh, lovely. So you are getting out and about a bit then?
Yeah. So
that's great to hear. That is really great to hear. And I'm sure Saleem's made up with that as well.
I am. I'm so excited. It was great. I was discussing with Duncan last night about he's having to now run a bit faster.
Oh, is she keeping you on your toes, so to speak, Duncan, is she?
Yeah. I'm the one that's got to catch up with Linda now.
My goodness me. At some point, you might have to sit on her knee, and both of you can go down the road on the scooter like that.
I've thought about getting a little trailer to put on the back, and I'll just sit there.
What a brilliant idea! I love that idea. That's absolutely fab. That's absolutely fab.
I hear you have got a new project.
We have 24th of May. We've got the Coombe Abbey, which is the British Most Haunted project, and what we're doing is doing a haunted night, and paranormal investigation at Coombe Abbey in Coventry, and it's just going to be fab. We are selling tickets to the event, and you can get the tickets at www.britishmobilityproject.com or
Can I just?
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, sorry, Phil. Let me just jump in there. Yeah, the tickets have actually sold out on one of the events.
Oh, I do apologise. Sorry. Yep.
But obviously you weren't to know that. That was literally just before we came live on air. So one of the packages is now sold out. We've got the VIP package, which is now available, which is available to purchase on the BritishMostHauntedProject.com. There's very, very limited tickets left. We're literally down to the last handful of tickets on that website. So please, obviously, if you do want to go on Monday, 24th of May, get in there quick, and you can book directly online, and secure your place. Or you can call 07950 949 220 if you want to book over the telephone. That's also possible as well.
Yes, and that's the way to do it. I mean, to be fair, the what we saw and what we experienced when we were there just filming on location, and by the way, the film will be finished very, very soon. The whole film, this is, what we saw and what we experienced just as we were there was amazing, Saleem, actually, wasn't it?
It was scary. I'm not scared of anything, Phil, and I was absolutely terrified. And as you look at, through the video that you and I have obviously been working on.
Oh my God, yeah.
I look terrified. I couldn't. It doesn't even look like me. Yeah. I'm that scared. I'm that scared by what I saw.
Linda, it was funny. Yeah, it was funny, and it was a bit weird as well because we saw a ghost, didn't we?
Have you just found Superman's kryptonite?
I think we have. It's ghosts.
I think we have.
It's the Coombe Abbey and Marcus Starr put together like that, and boom. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. It is madness, and it's funny when Marcus is about. Funny things happen, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. But Marcus, how are you, my man? Are you still there?
Yes.
I did think you dropped off.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely that we've got the event, and of course we've got many more events, mediumship evenings, evening of mediumships, and of course we've got more haunted events coming up for the foreseeable future. So it's really exciting that we're doing all this, and Coombe Abbey is just going to be really interesting, particularly with the experiments that we're going to conduct. So. Yes, I think it's important that anyone that does come along or wanting to come along, obviously it's going to be quite an interesting evening. So they've got to be prepared for anything to happen.
Anything could happen, and anything will happen. But Marcus is the one keeping it on control, aren't you, Marcus?
We are most definitely, and it's so lovely that. Duncan and his good lady there, has come through tonight. It's lovely to hear from you again, and it's even more lovely to hear that you're getting out and about and everything's going in the right direction. I must say, I've been sending a lot of healing to you both. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. It was a lovely day.
One thing I've got to ask to Duncan and Linda: how does it feel to be local celebrities in your area now? You're on the radio, you're in the newspaper, do you know what I mean? You can't get better than that, can you? That's great, But
well, I told my youngest daughter that she wants my signature on the coffee.
Well, this is what it's all about. I say the same to my daughter, but she never listens, But yeah, it's so lovely to speak to you both, and I'm so glad you're getting on well with the mobility scooter as well. Can I just ask Duncan, what would you say if you saw Saleem in the street as Superman, dressed up for the British Mobility Project? What would you tell, or the advice be to give somebody that was walking the street who knew they had family members that may have mobility or some sort of disability problem? Would you be able to give them some advice?
What I would say to anyone is go talk to them, buy a ticket. You never know.
You never know.
Just by talking to them, you never know what could happen.
This is it, and I'm so happy for you and Linda as well, and I'm so glad you're getting out and about. As Marcus was saying, I could just sort of, echo his words and say the same, because I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm glad because it's given you a bit more independence once again. Do you know what I mean? And that's what the Mobility Project is all about, and that's what we stand for. So. Duncan, for the second, I do apologise because we have to move on, but it's lovely to chat to you. And if you're free next week, I'll give you another shout if that's okay, if we're not disturbing your sleep or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'll be around.
It'll be lovely to chat to you guys both again. Duncan and Linda, have a lovely night, and we will speak to you very, very soon. All right.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
God bless.
Take care. God bless. Good night.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, good night. Okay, so we move on. That was Duncan and Linda. The lovely Duncan and Linda, who we helped out with a mobility scooter just a couple of weeks ago. We managed to get them in the papers. They're local celebrities. And we got them on our little show here as well. It was always very fun. And they're lovely people, and it's great to chat to them. Of course, don't forget, we've got our VIP tickets on sale now through the BritishMobilityProject.com. You could also call us. Calls for Marcus Starr 07946 624 307 in the studio. If you would like a fuller reading, please call 07950 949 220. As always, it's great to speak to you guys once again tonight. Okay, so we go back to Saleem and Marcus. I just got to say a big hello to Charlotte Partlow. Charlotte, if you're there and you're online, give us a call in the studio. Marcus would love to chat to you. 07946 624 307. We'll get you on air and you can have a nice little chat. Because I'm not sure how... Sorry.
It was lovely working with Charlotte. We worked together. Charlotte's lovely.
She's lovely.
Absolutely lovely. And, for many years we worked together. It was lovely. And I hope she's doing really well. God bless her.
Yeah, she's a very nice girl. And I know her as well because once upon a time we were dance partners in a couple of shows many moons back.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
a theatre company, you see. We did all that, you see. Tread the boards, as they say, tread the boards, all that sort of stuff. Very good fun. Yes.
Well, I wouldn't know where to start to dance. I really wouldn't. So you'll have to give me some teachings.
Have you got two left feet?
Yes.
Don't worry, you'd fit right in then, Marcus. You'd fit right in, don't worry. That's fine, because I'm exactly the same. But no, it's lovely as ever. If Charlotte wants to come through, of course, give us a call on our phone line tonight. It would be lovely to hear from you, Charlotte. Also, Oshie Johnson... Oshie Johnson doesn't want to. I don't think they're going to phone in, but I think they would like a quick read, please, if that's okay.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. What's the name again? Sorry, Phil. Forgive me.
It's Oshie Johnson.
Okay. Thank you. Right. Okay. Let's get into the energy there. Right. Particularly interested, and again, come through, we can look into this in more depth, particularly interested with a confrontation that I feel that he's about to sort of build up here, or just that there's just been confrontation. I feel with a relationship or some kind of situation with a love interest there. So I'll leave that with you, but interesting. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Marcus, for that one. Thank you very much indeed. We've gone all black for a minute, but there we go. We're back on. If you want to call into the studio, please feel free to do so. 07946 624 307. The lines have actually quietened down a bit now, guys, which is great because we can show a little bit more of the video from Marcus Starr, and of course. We've got loads of stuff to show you, but this is the introduction from the video that we've just recently produced. Here we go.
Welcome to Coombe Abbey.
Right, okay, boys.
This is one of the most
Phil. Phil,
locations.
This is really weird, right? You know, technical problems and stuff live and all this stuff. I'm looking at the Facebook screen now.
Right.
It's like, I don't know if it's on anyone else's screen. I don't know if anyone else can see that.
It went black. It went black.
Yeah, it did. But not only that, there's a white flame. It's really bizarre.
I know what that is. I know what it is. It's just that I was trying to move, you see, but of course, I was hoping that Marcus would Kim. Sorry, could you just have a look at this quick for us? This light, because it's
because we're all on fire. That's why tonight.
We're on fire. I know it's a white flame. I've never seen a white flame before.
That'll do. Okay, we've got to come back in. Okay, yeah, fantastic, ladies and gents, and we're back in the room, as I always say. It's great to be with you tonight, ladies and gents, and always lovely to be with Marcus and Saleem, of course, because we've got more news for you as well, haven't we, guys? And that is, we've just gone up on the big billboard in Broad Street Mall.
We have, indeed.
We have indeed. Sorry, I messed about with my sound effects again. Just doesn't work. No, it's not even that sort of... Anyway, never mind. It's not even that sort of sound effect. But, yes. Anyway, sorry, Saleem. Go for it.
No problem. Yeah, so a little shout-out to mass media, who are doing a fantastic job, obviously working alongside the British Mobility Project and, most importantly, the British Most Haunted Project, .com. So the web, so that's the place where everyone can book their tickets for Coombe Abbey for Monday, the 24th of May. It's just been crazy. We've had a lot of interest and a lot of people calling in and booking tickets. Like I said, we've just sold out of one of the packages. The final package that's available is the VIP package. And what you get with that, everyone, is not only the 2-hour paranormal investigation, but you also get an hour private reading with Marcus after the show via telephone at a selected time of your choice. So it's well worth doing because obviously for the cost of a reading, for a little bit more, you're going to be basically coming to the event for the 2-hour paranormal event, for just a little bit more. So it's well worth it. I've tried to incorporate the package to make it, affordable, for everyone. And it's just incredible what you get out of it. Just the reading alone with Marcus is just incredible. I've never experienced anything like it myself. I've always been a skeptic. I certainly never believed in anything like this until the day I met Marcus. When this lovely man walked up to me and started to tell me about the sunglasses that I was wearing and the name of the person that had purchased those sunglasses. Wow. And what I was doing at the time for that particular person. And I couldn't believe that somebody would know that. I said, how do you know that? And Marcus stated that he's obviously a psychic and medium, and he was told that by the spirits. And I was horrified. Do you remember that day, Marcus?
I do very, very well. And interesting. Yes.
Incredible.
That is incredible. How do you get the names though, Marcus? Do you know what I mean? How does that come about? Does it just slip into your mind, or is there something else? I mean, how do you get the names of somebody? Because you're very accurate with names a lot of the time, and it just
God bless you.
It boggles me. Mind boggles as to how it happens.
Yes. Well, I am just the vessel, and the vessel to retrieve the information and then give it to whomever's in front of me. Often is the case that you might find that if there's a message to come through from the spirit world, it may be a little bit stronger than some of the others. It just depends on what's coming through. And it's interesting because if that spirit that's passed over is meant to come through and they're meant to give their messages to the lovely people that are coming through in the physical world, emerging from the two worlds, the spirit world to the physical world, it'll just simply come through. So we just simply work together as a team. And often is the case that either I'm sort of using or sort of, conducting the sort of voice box, so the sort of, energy just flowing through me, and we're just talking, and the spirit talks through me, so the energy is emerging with myself. Often is the case that names will just fly out. As one reading that we do, that we done a few weeks ago, we talked in different languages, and I'd never talked in them languages in my life. So it's just it was just meant to be.
Because that was Romanian, wasn't it? That you actually spoke in.
It was, and of course another reading, another sitting, mediumship sitting reading. That there may be very little information. It's just I always say, if you don't understand, that's not a problem. Take it with you, take the experience with you, and take what spirit have give you, and go forward with that.
I mean, it's great advice as well. But I mean, yes. Do you often come across when you speak to different languages and different foreign, people from foreign climes and all that sort of stuff? Do you often find that you can all of a sudden take on their language?
Well, you see, if the spirit, it's a good question, if the spirit's meant to come through from the spirit world into the physical world and get messages through, maybe for a reason that they passed away and they didn't want to, there were circumstances around it, maybe there's something that the individual in the physical world's got to be aware of, they're looking after them, wanting to get... If they come through with any information, what they will do, I will take on that spirit. So I will just feel the energy. So incarnate soul, incarnate, because obviously, the spiritual world can't connect with our brain cells. They can only connect with the energy, with our soul, so soul to soul. So incarnate, discarnate, and of course we emerge with each other. So we just simply know. I just know as I take the spirit on, I just know the names, just know the whereabouts, the physical presence, the energy, and then it just makes sense to. So it's not necessarily that I'm talking in different language; it's the spirit that's working through me. And obviously, with the lovely lady that came through a few weeks ago, the spirit just worked through me in a Romanian way. So interesting. It's very interesting for me, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing, especially if you don't speak another language, to all of a sudden be able to use your own, your own voice box to say these words. It must be crazy for you as well. It must be crazy for you.
It is, and sometimes it's such a lovely feeling because I'm giving love to that that person. I'm retrieving. I work with love. I'm retrieving the love from the spirit, giving back to spirit, and psychic mediums have to give back to spirit. And I'm giving that love to them individual people that need their messages. There may be reasons. Obviously, the people that have come through tonight, we've given them snippets, but that means something to them, and obviously, I can go into it in more depth off the live show into their private sort of private.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you really want to air out in public, isn't there? To be fair,
that's right. And it you know, what Spirit are saying often is, this is something that we've got to be aware of. We can go into it in more depth, but it could mean for a lot of people that does simply stop them going into catastrophes, disasters, or anything. So it's. I work in both ways. I work with the energy, with the spirit world. Receiving messages, incarnate to discarnate, just emerging with each other, but also very often working as a psychic, and just with the energy and just giving predictions. So it's interesting. Yeah.
Can I ask you more? Oh, sorry, Saleem.
It's okay.
Sorry, I just had a quick question for Marcus. In relation to what a lot of people call table tipping and things like that, have you ever had that experience? And could you explain a little bit more? Does it mean it mean tables and chairs going through the air and things like that?
Yes.
Or what does it mean? Or could you give an example?
Well, over the years, I've conducted a lot of experiments in haunted locations and places over many years, and table tipping is something that you would do at a haunted location, using certain equipment, voice box equipment that we're going to be using at Coombe Abbey, boards, things like this, all sorts of certain sort of things to use to raise the attention to the souls that linger in these establishments, to say, we're here, come forward. Table tipping is just another form of just all holding hands on the table and trying to raise the energy so the spirits can come through us and talk through us and just give as many messages as they can to try and sort of work with us to try and get footage, footage of the spirits that are there, like we saw in the day at Coombe Abbey, and also just to hear what they've got to say, to try and get validation evidence. It's all about validation evidence, you see, at these establishments. It's proof of survival, that they lived there, they're still there, and of course, in lots of cases, there's poltergeist activity and haunting activity, and that's what we're going to investigate at many places in the UK.
Would you ever involve like local historians or anything like that to help you to identify facts about people who've departed or anything like that, or is that
most definitely? And of course, we can liaise with each other. So I can, like Peter, come through on the footage there. We can sort of get certain information that I wouldn't know about. It wouldn't be mentioned to me, so I wouldn't know about it. And obviously, we can liaise with certain individuals that do know, or can sort of or have got information like that. And then we can liaise and work together as a team. Obviously, with modern technology, years ago that was sort of something that you could do and was being conducted quite often. But in the modern convention, modern days with internet, computers, I would say the best way of conducting nowadays a haunting experience, because it is an experience, is just to get footage on camera. So it's proof, and it's validation evidence that spirit is with us. Whether it's orbs, phenomena, and just hearing the voices of them spirits, whether they're on the evil side or whether they're just literally just passed over in normal circumstances. But either way, just getting as much proof as we can without the sort of I'd say history, because sometimes history can be quite it's not evidence as such with technology out at the moment, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Will Kaiser, your spirit guide, be with you to help you out on the night as well?
Oh yes, most definitely. My guides will be there to protect us, because obviously you're dealing with the spirit world. My guides, I've already had many conversations, many meetings with them. There'll be many more before we get to the night to actually discuss with my spirit guides whereabouts in Coombe Abbey it's safe to go to, where it's not safe. Obviously, there's certain, sort of places where it isn't, and where it isn't. So it's going to be interesting to conduct an experiment. And of course, as we've seen on the outside, externally, so many things happen. So internally, who knows? But I always say to everyone that goes on these nights over many years, take the experience with you, and just take what you find. It's very exciting. It really is, because does hauntings, are they real? Do hauntings exist? The only way to find out is to actually have an experience yourself, which means come on the show, come on the evening with us.
Yeah, I mean, and it would be great to see as many people out there as possible on the night, 24th of May, of course, Coombe Abbey. Brilliant location, fantastic location, beautiful location actually, but also it's got that gothic side to it as well, which just really sets it off, doesn't it? It really sets it off. And but yeah, fantastic location. It's huge place.
Well, we know through the history, we know that at some point witches lived at the premises. So that's something very interesting, because what happens when that type of thing happens is that that energy. And there's certain places in Coombe Abbey that, certain areas that if you go towards that area, there's more spiritual contact than anything. So that energy always lingers around for hundreds of years, if not longer. Even if there's no premises there, it still lingers around.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Incredible.
It is.
Could you just clarify, Marcus, just for the listeners, what you mean by your spirit guide? Because a lot of people will probably think that a spirit guide is like a human being that walks next to you and gives you and guides you. But could you just elaborate, just for those who
it's very interesting how you've mentioned that, because there's physical guides as well. Over the years of doing this work, I've noticed that I've had spiritual guides and also physical guides, and spiritual guides. We talk about the energy, we talk about, emerging, and sometimes, and we'll find this at Coombe Abbey, I'm sure one or two people, not just myself, being a psychic medium experience for many years, but, one or two people that do go on to the Coombe Abbey establishment and conduct the experiments with us, you'll notice that they may be, feeling a presence coming through them. So the physical guidance is the same. You may get, you've heard of things in the past where someone maybe, has had an illness, or they've had certain ailments or problems. There's healing's been done, and they're there by themselves. In some ways, we've been, not knowing, but in some ways we've been like physical guides to obviously Duncan and his lovely wife that come through tonight with what we've provided for them. So it's almost like we've been physical guides. But the answer to your question in the spiritual guide sense, it's quite interesting, because my guides have been with me since birth. What they do is they're the keys to open the spiritual doors, to open up the spirit world, so I can connect with the spirit world, and they can open them doors and close them doors. There's many guides that I've inherited over many years. I felt them, saw them, and sensed them when I was a very, very young child. And of course, as we've gone forward, I've inherited a lovely relationship with the guides over many years, because anybody that sort of wants to get involved with this, it's important to have meditation. It's the only way that you can get involved and have a real strong, loving, caring relationship with the spiritual guides. It's the only way. And then the more you have that relationship, it's like on Earth. If you have a relationship on Earth, the more you have that togetherness with that person, the more you bond, the more you understand each other, the more you understand the future. And often, my guide Kaiser, the Roman guide, one of the guides that I've got, he'll often, through meditation, take me back into his life. And of course, my life's not been simple. I'm not exempt from anyone. Psychics aren't. And there's been certain situations that I've been through, and I said, well, right, okay, guys, what would you do in if you was in my circumstances? And often he showed me situations in the Roman times when he would have had problems, and we've corresponded with each other, and he's guided me the best way he can. So it's interesting. My guide was hung to death. So interesting, but there you go. Yeah,
so how did you find out your guide was actually hung?
Through him talking to me from a young child about his earthly life in the physical world, as because obviously he had a physical world at some point, and it's interesting. That's why we have a dialect in mediumship. I'm often taking on the spirit's dialect, accents, certain things like that, and also often sort of doing similar things. So it's interesting. We've all had previous lives, and
yeah. Can I ask, was Kaiser German or anything like that? Was he? Is that because is that a German name, Kaiser? I mean, I don't know, but
it's well, it's interesting. Marcus is actually a Roman name.
Okay.
And Kaiser was a name that was given to me when my guide first come in. So I just received what I get, and then but yes, it comes from the Roman days. It was very interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
I've got something else interesting to add to this. Last night, Marcus and I had a conversation.
Okay.
And randomly, during that conversation, Marcus started to ask me a couple of questions, which literally blew me away. And one of those questions is, have I ever been told, or am I aware, that when I sleep at night, I jolt in the bed, and I do a lot of jolting, like during my sleep. Now, Marcus, could you elaborate on that? Because this is just incredible, because how you would know that is just blows me away, because that is true. I do apparently jolt all over the bed, and this is in line with what you were saying about previous lives.
Well, that's right. It's interesting. On one of the previous lives that you had, as I said last night, it was a lovely conversation with you actually with this. And one of the previous lives that you had, you was trying to be revived.
You said,
yes, that's right. So what I was trying to do is actually bring you back. So you had an outer body experience, and then you come back. And then you went over again, and that was in a previous life. But it's interesting because when they was trying to resuscitate and trying to revive you in the equipment that they had, or should I say, in that day, what they had offered is I'm going into 19, sort of way back, way back. But as I was trying to do that, that's why in bed you have this jolting, and you have, because you're going through a previous life experience that you once had, but you'll be absolutely fine. It's not going to affect you. There's everything's safe and fine.
Does that apply to everybody, Marcus? Could that be applied to everybody, or just to Saleem's situation?
Yes. Well, it's an interesting question. There's different ways. I feel with Saleem's situation there, I feel it is a previous life as I tune into that, and it just goes to show how spiritual he is and how he feels things and sense things, and how spirits from a previous life are coming through. I've always said to Saleem, I feel he's very, very spiritual, and I feel
Absolutely.
that that's just another part of and also being involved with us like this is just another part of it. But it's interesting because spirit come through in different ways. Not in Saleem's situation, that's from a previous life, but in other situations with other people, spirits come through in different ways to try and connect with us. They may come through when you're driving in a car and you've got music in the background. It's a music that you love. You simply just adore it. You think, well, that's on the radio. Why do I adore that? It could be a sign that your grandmother, your grandfather's trying to come through to get in touch with you, to open that sort of, open that channel up to say, I'm here. I remember the song. This was our song. This is my love to you. It might be, for example, it could be Christopher, the lady in red, possibly the grandmother or that person loved red, or there was a memory link of the red dress. So it's just examples, but there's certain reasons in your sleep. And of course, Phil, you've had this yourself, and in your sleep, spirits come through, and so that's another way they try and contact us through sleep. So every way they will do, because from their point of view, they don't quite understand that you have to go through a medium or psychic to get messages. They do understand that, but there's no unless I'm with people 24 hours, there's no way of being able to conduct that. So what they'll try and do is they'll try and get through because of the sadness of the passing over, or because of the situation, they just want to get messages out. What they'll tend to do is just come through without a psychic medium there. And this comes back to Kumabi, because I feel on Kumabi on the evening, I feel one of us, not just myself as a psychic medium, I feel one spirit that lingers around Kumabi. I feel we'll try and get in touch with someone that is in that group with us, which is going to be very exciting to see what happens.
Wow.
I've already seen things psychically, so I'm not going to say too much, but it's going to be exciting.
Oh, hello. You've already seen things psychically, Marcus. We can't let you get away with that. Because that's so unfair. You know too much already, Marcus, young man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing what you can see in the future. I
will be revealed on the 24th.
Yeah, all will be revealed. And you've got to come down, because it is a lot of fun. And it will be a lot of fun on the night. It'll be my first one, so I'll be hiding away in a wardrobe somewhere, I'm sure, to get away from these spirits and stuff. But no, I reckon it's going to be a really good night. Of course... call us, the BritishMobilityProject.com. We just got another call in, guys, so here we go. Hello, who's the lovely caller on the line? This is Phil here on the Psychic Night, of course.
Hello, it's Kate again.
Hello, Kate. You're right again.
Yes, thank you.
Lovely stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw you straight through to Marcus Starr on the Starr line.
Thank you.
Okay, Marcus.
Thank you.
I've got the lovely Kate. She's come back again. She's come for a bit of a read. Okay, and I'll come back in just a few minutes' time. Okay, I'll let you guys crack on with the read. All right, Marcus?
Oh, thank you. Hello, Kate. Are you okay?
Hello.
Thank you for coming back to me, my lovely. God bless
Thank you.
Lovely lady. You've got a lovely energy. So you enjoyed that early, did you, love?
I did, yeah. Yeah, no, it's really good. Thank you.
What did you find interesting?
The business side of it was definitely kind of, something that's a major part, I suppose, of my world.
I know. God bless you. I know we mentioned about the pets. It just look out for that, because that will come up at some point. But that's sort of in the future. So let me hear what they're going to say with this business, because it's important that we get it right for you. By the way, I'm by your side 100% with all this. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to help you. You're helping the project. You're helping what we do. So we're going to, this is how it works. People help us. We help you.
Yeah, it's a great project as well.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's hear what they're saying to me. Okay, right, okay. You've just got to go for it. That's what you've got to do. You've just got to go for it. I feel that's the message that they're giving me with you. Just go for it. And are you a little bit, is something been presented to you or given to you and you're a little concerned whether you should do it or not?
I don't know.
This is coming up for you.
I don't know. Our business is so busy that, we often struggle to kind of, meet everything, and there's two of us.
something's going to be presented to you very shortly, and I would say go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
And I've got to say, now this is interesting, love. I've got to say, I feel this is an extra connection that you've got. It's busy now, but it's going to be even more busy for you. Okay.
Okay.
It's an extra connection with you with regards to abroad. There's going to be an abroad connection. Now, have you recently been talking about the USA at all? Because I foresee this.
Yeah, one of our clients is an international client that I do work with constantly.
That's right. Now, I feel they're a good client. I feel we've got to keep them really happy. I know you will anyway because you're a professional, but they can offer more work to you, and I feel there's going to be discussions and talks about things. I also want to say, my lovely, why do I feel that I'm going to hotels and establishments in that way with this client? Why do I feel if I'm going to hotels and I'm going to, sort of homes and houses and hotels and things? Why do I feel that?
Some of the work we do is property related.
That's right. Okay. You don't give me too much because I want to help you. I feel it's going to be really good actually for you. There's going to be more property, more things. Things are starting to sell, develop. Things starting to change. There's going to be developments as well, I foresee. Okay, my darling. I see property developments as well. And I feel as we go towards the end of this year, you'd have made quite a success with this. I'm really excited for you, actually. I'm glad you've come back through. But I do want to give you more, but I want you to support us. Just, come through on a private level for me. All right, and I'm going to look into this one because I want to help you. But obviously, I want you to invest in the project a little bit as well. So you give us something, we'll give you some. But I'm going to help you. I'll leave that with you, my lovely. All right, and God bless you.
Lovely, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, darling. You're very welcome.
Thanks so much for coming back to us, Kate. I hope that was good for you.
It's really interesting. Thank you.
And it all makes sense. And of course, once again, congratulations on the little baby, and good luck with everything as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, then.
Have a lovely night. Take care of yourself.
And you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See ya. Oh, that was the lovely Kate there. And she was back on the line. How was that for you, Marcus?
Well, lovely lady. Everyone's been lovely. It's lovely energy, and as I say, there has been a lovely lady in the spirit world that passed away. As I say, I mentioned that someone's mother. God bless her. She's still standing here. But as I say, if it's
wouldn't
not
be my mum, would it, Marcus? Can I ask?
Well, I'll say this, Phil. I know this lady. Would have been very looked after towards the end of her life, and I feel that she was bathed, aided, showered, looked after, and it wasn't easy.
No.
It come through, sweetheart. Now it could be your mum. God bless you. She I'll give you a little bit more, and then we can. She's saying to me. And this is interesting because at the start of the show, my breath, I was taking my last breath as I passed over. And would you understand that, someone that was looking after mum, possibly, or someone else, walked out of the room, got some food, they bathed the baby, put her from one place to another into bed, got her comfortable, got her all lovely and comfortable, and got her relaxed, and then went out to the room, got some tea, done something, come back into the room, and as we come back into the room, she'd passed over.
Well, how it actually happened with my own mum, and I hope none of my family or anything like that who are watching would mind me saying this. She was actually in one ward.
That's right.
She went into a lift. She actually shouted my dad's name.
That's right.
She shouted my dad's name, which is also Phil, when she was being put into the lift, and she'd had a heart attack, and she passed away.
That's right.
Upstairs in the other room, and we all went to see her afterwards, and just after it happened. Yeah, it was very sad, actually, very sad. And
she's talking about Julie. Would there be a Julie in the family?
Julie, I can't think off the top of my head.
If you don't know, I'll give you that.
But my mum's name was actually June.
Oh, right, that's what she said. I wasn't sure it was Judy or June. That's right, Phil, that's right. And the curtains, I feel the curtains, as soon as she passed over, and, I feel you kissed her on the cheek. Do you understand that at some point? You kissed her on the cheek, and, you sort of touched her hair a little bit as you kissed her on the cheek, and you said goodbye to her. Lovely lady she is. But one of the problems I feel that she would have had related to that is the fact that she lost quite a lot of weight.
Correct. Yeah.
And the weight didn't, from a medical point of view, that if she'd have had a little more weight, but it was her illness that caused this, but if she'd have had a little bit more weight, it would have sustained the heart a little bit more, you see. But it was the weight loss. But I know that she's saying to me as I was coming out, my physical body, I was often, around the area, coming from the physical world into the spiritual world. And I want to say sometimes, whether it's in your sleep or around yourself, sometimes you may find that you feel a little bit giddy or a little bit, almost like a little bit sort of giddy in some ways. And that's because that's your mum coming through and saying, this is how I felt towards the end of my life. Okay. A little bit giddy, a little bit daisy, if you know what I mean. Now she's talking about a flower here, and I want to say, to be significant, not a flower that is a fresh grown flower. This is a flower that would be in a sort of an artificial flower, I want to say, that is very much in a little tub somewhere, or it's something that you can relate to her with. Do you understand that? It's an artificial one.
I could ask my dad, because I'm not 100% on that, to be fair,
ask that. But she's talking, she's also talking about Linda as well. Linda
would have been her sister.
Linda's her sister, that's right. She, because she's saying she's over here.
That's correct.
She's over here with her, here. She says, we have great times.
That's good. Yeah, because Linda and my uncle actually passed away just last year.
That's right.
We always, you always wonder, don't you?
Now, God bless you. Now, would you understand with Linda, because I'm aware of someone coming up, I'm aware of someone, going away, looking after Linda, very much keeping her comforting bed, bed covers in bed, looking after, washing her, making sure she's clean and tidy and fed.
Unfortunately, the last part of her life, she had cancer.
God bless you. So. That's right. This is the lady that I've got with. I've got your mum with me, and I've got Linda here as well. But I'm aware that when she passed over, the curtains were open in that room. Whoever's were looking after her opened the curtains directly after her and said, "Well, God bless you, darling." And she looked very peaceful when she went over. She looked extremely peaceful. She did, and your mum looked peaceful when you went to see her. She did, Yeah. So interesting, Phil. There's a little something there for you. And, it's nice that I can give you that as well, my good friend.
No, I appreciate that.
With Linda.
I appreciate that. Completely unexpected, Marcus.
Well, this is really appreciate it. This is what it's about,
Really appreciated, what you gave me there, especially with Linda. She was my auntie, and she was lovely, and she was married to her husband for a long time, and unfortunately he passed away as well, a short while before her. and very sad because.
Well, I know I've got Mum and Linda with me. I've got Mum and Linda with me. I know that the gentleman that's passed over is with him, but he's a little bit distant. He is with them in the spirit world, but he's not coming forward because he was a little bit nervous with all this in the spirit, in the physical world. A little bit nervous. So but yes, Linda is that's the validation evidence. Linda is very much with your mum.
Wow. Fantastic. And that's great because they were sisters, they grew up together, and they were very close all throughout their lives. So that puts my mind at rest, and I thank you, Marcus, actually. I thank you very much. I've lost my train of thought, but this is what happens. It's a live show. Anything can happen. As Marcus knows, anything can happen. What I'm going to do is give us a quick plug again and try and see if we can get a few more callers before 10 p.m. All right, guys? So here we go. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to This Is Running 24/7. This lovely Wednesday evening. It's not really that lovely. It's cold outside and a bit wet. But it's great to be with you tonight. And thanks to everybody who's tuned in and joined the show so far. And just don't forget, of course, if you want to buy some tickets to Abbey Combe 24th of May, it would be great to see you there. For the VIP package, go to the British Mobility Project.com or the British Most Haunted Project.com. That is the way to get your tickets this evening, ladies and gents. Of course, we're with the lovely Marcus Starr, psychic medium and demonologist, as well as Saleem Syed, the director of the British Mobility Project and creative director of the British Most Haunted Project as well. Please keep your comments and texts coming in and messages. That would be great. Just to let you know, guys, as well, there are lots and lots of people who are sort of commenting, who are saying that they're psychic readers and things like that. Please, please, please. That's nothing to do with this show, so please, please, please just ignore them, okay? Because, we don't know where these guys have come from. With our very own Marcus Starr, he's tried and tested, got a track-proven record of over 26 years, but was actually born as a psychic, so we know he's bona fide. These are the guys, we've got no idea who they are. So just to make you aware that they could be scammers, it could be anyone. We just don't know, and, just a bit of a disclaimer there that, we won't get involved if you suffer any injury or loss due to their mismanagement. Right, okay, guys, how are you both doing? You all right?
Fantastic.
Have you enjoyed tonight's show, guys?
Very much so, Phil.
It's been another fun one. It's been another interesting night tonight. I really didn't expect that read. Thank you so much, Marcus.
Oh, that's okay. Well, she was also talking about... she used to enjoy a nice melon as well. Melons.
Yeah, my mum would like things like that.
She loved fresh fruit. She loved things like this. And but I'll have to do a reading for you, won't I? God bless you. You weren't expecting that, Phil, was you?
I wasn't. It always takes me back a little bit when those sort of things happen. No. But thank you so much because it's been so interesting.
You're very welcome. Well, it's live, and this is what we do. It's all about helping, assisting, and of course, it's a lovely project. So you're very welcome. Very welcome.
Thank you so much. But also, I just think it's so fascinating to hear all the because there's so many different facets to what you do. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that there's just one specific thing. Okay, you can be a bit psychic, you can look into the future, but you're also a medium, which means you can look into the past. But you're also a demonologist, and you've got, do you know what I mean? You've got all that sort of stuff with you as well, and it's just so, I find it just so fascinating. And I think to lots of people who are outside of this as well, also look in and find it quite fascinating too. I mean,
well, it's interesting. I mean, obviously, a lot of psychic mediums, say, you either have a mediumship sitting or a psychic medium, and they don't like to sort of,
mix the two.
One could say, but to be honest with you, in the modern day convention, in the modern world we live in, through experience of doing this for many years, you have to be adaptable to merge the two together. But you've got to remember, a mediumship sitting is about, and of course anybody that's come through today, it's important that they know this, a mediumship sitting is about proof of survival, validation, evidence of that one that was here in the spirit world at some point, their loved one. So it's about giving them as much detail as we can about that spirit. And obviously the psychic side of things is predictions and energy. So interesting, yeah.
Could I ask a quick question, Marcus?
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, I think we've all had or have been in contact with someone that has suffered from cancer. And I have personally obviously been a victim. I lost my stepfather many, many years ago to cancer. Now, do you know a lot about sort of like the healing, or do you know, or can you help people, or have you ever do you have any personal experiences of how you've maybe assisted people in the past or anything like that you'd like to share?
Very, very much so. And anyone that comes through to us for the project with regards to having a mediumship sitting or a reading, psychic reading with us, we can assist in every way we can with regards to the healing side of things. So they may have someone that has difficulties with the health. Most definitely we can do healing. I have had experiences myself, so I know what it's like, and I've done healing, and things have been healed. So we can do that definitely if they come through. Definitely, yes.
I take it it's not guaranteed. I suppose obviously you can't guarantee anything, I guess.
Well, it's. I always say it is up to the spirit world to where they want to go with things, but certainly we can ask them, and we can certainly do our very, very best.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
How lovely. Can I just ask, Kimmy T has asked, are spirit guides the same as angels? She says, I've heard people say the angels are with them. Is it the same?
Oh, well, very, very much so. Angels, guides, it's the same form in the sense that, it's energy that were once on earth. So guides, angels, whichever, these things are just words as such, but it's the energy that is the facts. And when you work with guides, angels, some people call them other, things, but it's the energy that you're working with. It's just someone being there that's been with you for many, many years, protecting you. So yes, that's quite right. It's the same in the sense that, the angels are with you. That, that's often, said by individuals, the angels are with you. And what that means is, it's a name, but what it means with the facts and reality of this, it just means that the spirit world are there with you. And, sometimes you do have guides and angels to protect you, and they're not relatives. I call them more walk-ins sometimes, in the sense that they've walked into your life to help you for certain reasons, and that's quite complicated to go into. But yes, the answer to your question, it's very, very similar. They're protectors. They're there to help you, guide you, and they're there to most of all give you lots of love in the physical world to help you on the way in this earthly life.
Great question. That was
very, very much so.
I have often, because I've known you for many years, Marcus, and I often talk about you. I hope you don't mind when I tell people that I see you kind of in the form of an angel, because the purpose of what you do, I believe, is you were put on this earth to help so many people, because you've helped me, You've helped so many of our customers, and you've changed so many people's lives that our customers just keep coming back and back and back. We've got so many regular customers because they cannot believe the information that you give them, and I can't believe it. And you surprise me every single time that I see you and we speak. You blow me away. I would, like I said, class you as an angel.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very honoured. Over many years, it's just me, serving the world of spirit and listening intensely to what they've got to say. Some people, when they come through to me for mediumship, sitting or reading, psychic reading, it's just simply just listening, feeling, sense and hearing, and just relaying that information, whether it's through the voice box or through just simply information that's coming through with the spirit world. It's just simply just giving that to the lovely people that come to us and taking that experience with you, and hopefully people get a lot from that. So it's doing the good for people, and that's what I love doing the good for people.
And that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Well, guys, we are going to wrap up in about 5 minutes' time, unless you've got any objections, of course. Right. But if people do want to phone in, this is the way to do it. 07946 624 307. Phone lines are going to be open for another 5 minutes. So if you are there and you'd like a quick read, please feel free to get in touch with us tonight. Don't forget, of course, get yourself over to the BritishMobilityProject.com. Book yourself a lovely session with Marcus. Why not treat yourself? Also, you could go to the British Most Haunted Project. We got some VIP tickets left, as all the other ones have sold out. So get in there quick for the VIP tickets for Coombe Abbey on the 24th of May. And that's in Coventry, 7 till 9 p.m. And it's going to be great. A paranormal investigation with a real live psychic medium and paranormal investigator. You can't say better than that. And that's it, really, ladies and gents. But I tell you what, don't forget to look out on Broad Street Mall, because I think we were going to get into this earlier and then the phone rang again or something like that.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget to look out on Broad Street Mall, because we got a lovely, lovely new advert up there to promote Wednesday night's show. Are you guys still there?
Indeed.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. And
are we off?
No, we're not. You're keen, Marcus. You're keen tonight, aren't you?
Sorry, I thought we was off air then. Sorry,
I thought you dropped off for a second and just woke up at the last second. Oh, hello, we're off air.
Well, there's one sure thing. You can tell it's live, can't you? I mean, that's the fact, isn't it?
Sorry, Marcus. I am a tease, aren't I? I am naughty, really, but I love doing it to you, But no, it's. It's so much fun working with you guys. Both you guys are so brilliant. And I just love having a laugh with you as well, because you're so down to earth. And for a psychic medium, you're very down to earth. I can't believe it. And of course, even Superman's down to earth. You know what I mean? He's got a cape. So it's untrue, really. It's untrue. Although I do know you've been whizzing off here, there and everywhere. But as I said, Broad Street Mall is the place to look out for our big poster, all new poster for our Wednesday night shows, and that they are great. Are they on any other signs? Do we know, Saleem, at all?
Yeah, they're all over the UK. Thanks to mass media in Reading. So this is Reading Broad Street. Obviously, is where you're referring
Fantastic.
to. So across the UK in city centres, mass media are going to be sort of assisting us in further sort of promotions and adverts sort of across the UK.
Oh, brilliant.
In the coming weeks as well. So we're going to be even on the M25.
on the M25. Check us out. Do you know what I mean? Check us out. You might find me at a service station there, sort of pointing to a sign going, look, that's my picture on that board there.
Oh, look, there's Marcus.
Yeah.
And there's Phil G.
Yeah. Do you want my autograph? We sort of know each other, sort of thing, but just jokes, guys. But it's so lovely to be with you both tonight.
Oh, and it's been a fantastic show, isn't it, both of you?
It has. I've really enjoyed myself again. And thank you to all the lovely people who've taken part again tonight, and all the lovely telephone calls and text messages and MSNs. And I know at the first part of the show, like, the phones just would not stop. There was hundreds of people phoning in, which is always lovely, of course. I keep those calls coming in, but maybe next week from 8 p.m. right here on This Is Reading 24/7 for the British.
And just please for the full reading, Phil, if everybody could call 07950 949 220 for their full hour private session with Marcus, I can tell you now it will be phenomenal because the amount of feedback we get is just incredible, Phil.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's 07950 949 220 is the number to call tonight, straight after this show, to speak to the one and only fantastic Mr. Marcus Starr. And if you don't mind, I'm going to call it the Starr line.
Indeed.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think Marcus was too interested. But no. Cheers, guys. Always lovely speaking to you. Have a great night. Okay, we're going to jump off now.
Thank you, Phil. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful, guys. And we'll see everybody next week.
Yes.
Have a great week.
See you all next week. Same time, same place. Love it. Good night.
Good night. God bless everyone.
Good night.
Good night.